Evening, folks. I'm Jason, and welcome back to Mechataco. Still under the weather, and but before I go anywhere, I just thank you to the viewers out there who have wished me well. That actually does mean a lot to me. I do appreciate that. Getting there, and the cough isn't nearly as bad as it was yesterday. So we are playing Saturn Bomberman. I've switched emulators. And I've had to go back a stage. So we'll get into the details as I play. So let's just go ahead and play. Enough of this. Let's turn that down. And I don't know. I'm going to say that audio should be fine. I don't know. Let's find out. Excuse me. I am still coughing. I do apologize for that. Alright, let's see. Ooh, that's loud. That's loud. Let's turn that down just a wee bit. Oh, let me get somewhere safe. It's going to be loud for a second. Bear with me. There. Get rid of that. How's that? That's not too bad. Let's go with that. That's pretty good. Yeah, that'll work. Alright. Recording. Volume on. I'm talking. Okay, you can hear me. So, excuse me. So, I had been using an emulator called SSF, which I've used for years, really, and it's been a pretty good emulator. However, running both SSF and the recording software was proving a little bit too CPU intensive, and I tried a lot of different options, and nothing was working. You know, every time I thought it would work, it would stop naturally. So I was like, you know, let's try some of these other Saturn emulators. And the very first one I tried is Yabuz or Yabuse. I'm not sure how you actually pronounce it. And with a very, very little bit of tweaking, I've gotten the game to run very well. There are a couple little like audio glitches, but honestly, the game runs beautifully. It runs a lot better than it did in SSF. So, you know, yay for that. As a result, though, yeah, I couldn't transfer my save, so I had to start over. So we are back. We're on stage 2. We ended the game last night on stage 3-4. So if it seems like I'm rushing through this, it's because I am. Excuse me. I hope that audio is okay. I'm always paranoid about that. Like, oh, it's too loud. You can't hear me. But it seems okay. Maybe I might lower it one more. I'm so paranoid. There we go. Now, where's my mouse? There, let's do that. Now, I had actually, last night I actually recorded a broadcast, and I got to stage 4. But the slowdown was really bad, and I had been coughing all day yesterday, and I was very uncomfortable. How about that? I was in a fair amount of discomfort, so it was just, oh crap! Stop that! Oh shoot! That was gonna happen. So it was not a good broadcast, and I ended up just scrapping it. I was like, this sucks, and the slowdown was really bothering me. And I was really worried that it was my computer again. Like, oh come on, I don't die on my computer. Just survive a bit longer. Right? There's no way I can afford, any sort of replacement. Just live, damn it, live. And I did some testing, and it's not the computer. I mean, technically it is the computer because it's old. But a lot of it is also the emulator. SSF isn't exactly optimized. It's been around forever, and I don't even remember when the last time it was updated, sadly. It's a very pure emulator. It does not have a whole lot of bells and whistles. And I'm actually kind of anxious to mess around with this emulator, and I got another one, Medfin or something like that. Both of which have like additional like graphic options you can play with. We'll see. This one, Yabuse or whatever, has a compatibility chart, and my main concern is Panzer Saga, because I adore Panzer Saga, and I do really want to play Panzer Saga for Mecha Taco one day. I just don't know how yet. And according to the Yabuse chart, it's a bit glitchy. So, may have to try the other one. It's like playable, but, it has issues. I'm just like, well, how many issues exactly? Define issues. Yeah, last night's broadcast was bad, though. I mean, it really was. I was feeling horrible. And I mean, even my usual rants were just nonsensical and slurred and cough-filled. It was bad. So I don't feel too bad about going back. Yeah, it's very strange. It's like, I've mentioned before that I've got other little projects going on. But the Mecha Taco project, it can be both a stress and a stress relief, and it's hard to explain why that is. Like if an episode goes really well and I'm done for the evening, I feel good, and it's like, okay, now I can focus on other projects. But if it goes bad, I dwell on it. And last night was definitely it's gone bad. Largely because I was worried that my computer was dying again. And that's not a good feeling. The computer I have now that's been running Mecha Taco for all these months. I've had this computer for years. 6 or 7 years now, actually, which is very impressive. And what I really, really find most impressive about that is that I've only had to do a few upgrades. My video card died on me a couple years ago. So that got switched out. And my original cooling system also died. So I had to replace that. That's actually a pretty inexpensive replacement. That was no big deal. But it did take, you actually did have to, replace it yourself, which, if you are unfamiliar with computers, it can be intimidating. Because you're removing part of a heat sink from your CPU, which, you screw up the CPU and you're screwed. Not that it's like this, surgical procedure, but it felt like it at the time, as I lather on the thermal paste, make sure it's all nice and cool. I use a water cooling system, or liquid cooling system, which I actually, I'm actually very pleased with. It does keep the temps down. Temps. Look at me. Listen to me. I'm using cool techno jargon. To be fair, now the temperature of my CPU is kept really cool because of where I keep the PC itself. It's in an extremely cold environment, which is fantastic. For years it had been behind a big screen TV, which is fine, because that's what I was using for my monitor. It was a large screen television, which you can do. It is possible to do for your quote-unquote comfy couch gaming experience. But it wasn't the coolest place in the house, literally. It was not exceptionally cold. In fact, it was quite the opposite. So I think my PC breathed a sigh of relief. Whoa! That was... Jeez, this guy. Got him. Thank you. Yeah, my PC breathed a sigh of relief when I stuck it down in the chambers of the freezing ice chamber of the second half of the basement. I can stay nice and warm here while my PC stays nice and cool. It's very nice. But my point being, there really is no worse feeling in the world for a PC gamer to suspect that your PC might be dying on you. It sucks because there's nothing you can do. I thoroughly enjoy PC gaming. It has its own unique brand of frustrations, no doubt. But what I really like about PC gaming, aside from the fact that it's so diverse, you have basically the entire gaming history available to you in one form or another on a single platform. It just takes some effort to get it to work, and that's what I actually like about PC gaming. Not that some elitist like, it takes effort. You're not deserving of being a PC gamer unless you're willing to put time into configuring your graphics and everything. I like configuring my graphics. I like being able to customize everything, from my user interface to the games that I play. I really enjoy that, and I've had I've had PC forever. I grew up on a PC, but it was an Apple IIe, then an Apple IIgs, and eventually an IBM clone with DOS. And it was when I was introduced to DOS that I really started learning, the ins and outs of the computer, and many hard lessons on how to maintain the computer. Many hard lessons, because especially when you're having to maintain a 40 meg hard drive. That was my first computer. Had a 40 meg hard drive. I have MP3s that are larger than 40 megs. It's absurd. But you did what you had to do back in the day. Bastard. So it was through that. It was through that learning process that I just got used to maintaining computers. And I avoided Windows for years. I hated Windows. At the time, when I first got my IBM clone, it was Windows 3.1, I believe, and I despised it. It took up room, for starters, and I didn't see the point to it. It took up room and it took up extra memory, and it was just like, this is crap. Because you had to be wary of your memory usage back then as well. I think I started with 640K. I upgraded to a single meg of memory. And that would go to 4 to 8 to 16, and then eventually, we'd get in the gigs of meg, which is crazy to think about. But you always had to, have some sort of memory manager, EMM 386 or something. It's just ridiculous. Your autoexec.bat file, always customized. And you had several autoexec.bats, depending on what game you were trying to run. Which, you could only have like one game installed at a time, maybe two. I remember I was always jealous. One of my friends had like an 80 meg hard drive, and that just blew my mind. I was like, wow, you can put everything on here. You can put Wing Commander and Space Quest 4. What the crap? Oh yes. I don't even remember where I was going with this. I think just that, I feel that some people overly criticize PC gaming. First, possibly out of a small inferiority complex. But that goes along with console gaming too. If you own an Xbox One, then you hate the PS4. That sort of thing. That fanboyism, it exists. But there we go. The PC does take a bit of effort. It's so much easier now, than it ever was to use. It really, really, really is. Oh, good. To run a system, but you can't go into PC gaming thinking every game is going to run perfectly the first time. Even on platforms like Steam, which have made gaming incredibly easier, not everything's going to run perfect because everybody's computer is different. So there is a bit of a time investment involved. You can't it's not just plug and play with the games, and that will always be the flaw of PC gaming. And I don't necessarily think it's one that needs to be rectified. I think Steam does a decent job of trying to fix that. But you're never going to, because of the open nature of the platform. And You know, the open nature of the platform is it's the PC's greatest strength and its greatest weakness. All right. But there are some. The PC has such great stuff. I mean, really, it's like if you are any sort of gamer, you seriously need to invest in a PC at some point. Oh, you bastard! I didn't think you could do that. That was close. There you go. I mean, even setting aside, you know, emulation. I mean, if you're that hardcore, you know, and you're going to go out and buy, you know, an FM Towns or an MSX, you know, all these Japanese computers to play these obscure Japanese games, you know, more power to you and your bank account. But, you know, PC can emulate it pretty easily. You know, now, of course, you know, you can bring up the moral issue, but the games you'd be emulating for the MSX, nobody is profiting from those anymore. Aside from maybe, let's get that before it blows up. Third-party sellers, and you know what? Screw them. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about the third-party sellers. You guys have really punched my hobby in the gut. Case in point, Saturn Bomberman. Hey, let's do a fun experiment. Hang on. After I kill this bastard, because I hate him. There he's dead. Oh, okay, you're the jumper. I'm okay with that. You're fast, too. Whoa! I'm never gonna win. I'm never gonna win. Alright, one more. Nope. Alright, screw that. Now this game has save states that actually work. It's pretty nice. In order to otherwise save the game, yeah, you do have to kill yourself. And then you get a save screen, and you can choose where you want to start. You can go back to the level you died on, or anywhere else. Why you'd want to do that is because the power-ups. You lose your power-ups upon death. Like permanent death. Continue death, how's that? Gotcha. God, I love the time bombs. It's so overpowered right now. It's just... it's not even funny. Which isn't necessarily a good thing, because it would be easy to to lose track of what you're doing and die. While Bomberman is going to his next level, let's look up something real quick. There we go. Ugh. Let's see. eBay Saturn Bomberman. Let's see how much Bomberman is going for on eBay right now. I'm sure it's incredibly affordable. Okay. Jesus, I need to sell mine. Screw this. Now, okay, now here's the thing. You can buy the Japanese Saturn Bomberman, which is what we're playing now, for $40. That is not bad. In fact, that's great. If you want to buy the US Saturn Bomberman, which the only difference is it's in English and has a different title screen, disc only is $260. With box, you're looking at $310, $358, $390. This guy wants $500 because he's an idiot. Yeah. Sorry. You know, if you're collecting games because you enjoy games, that is great. Do not take offense to what I'm about to say. But collectors that collect for value, you are scum. That is absurd. This game is not worth $300. I'm sorry. I love Saturn Bomberman. I really do. But come on. Christ, $300? I have my disc. My case is in storage. Where is it? Yeah, no, case is in storage. I need to get it out. That's absurd. That's ridiculous. Again, and this is from somebody who likes, who likes Saturn Bomberman quite a bit. Just get the Japanese version. Oh no, not that bomb. Crap. Dang it. That is not the one I wanted. You want to know why I don't want this bomb? Let's show you why. I will show you. Oops, hang on. Because of this garbage. It's not useful. It's not useful at all. I'm sorry. I'm not going to turn this into another collectors are scum rant. Collecting for rarity. That's fine. Collect for rarity. But man, there's no. Come on, $310. That was the lowest in box. Yeah, I don't like you. I don't like you. I guess it's like the on the Turbo, excuse me, the Turbo Graphics. There was a game called Magical Chase, which was released stateside. It's a Hue card, and It also is a very expensive game. Is it any good? I've never actually sat down and played Magical Chase. It's like cotton, although it may be cotton. I don't know. I've never researched it enough. It's a witch shooter. Oh, now we're caught up. We're caught up from last night. This is where we ended the game. So 30 minutes later, now the episode actually starts. So if you're just tuning in, video game collectors are scum, and I am old and bitter. Again, let me define. I feel like I really need to define what I mean when I say video game collectors are scum. Because I collect video games. Not nearly as much as I used to. And a lot of that is just because I can't afford it. But another part is I'm not gonna lie. One of the reasons I like collecting video games is because I like to play these games, or at least load them up. And when first thing, if you don't have like a dedicated gaming area, that becomes much more difficult to do. That was close. And for me, there's multiple reasons I don't have a dedicated gaming area right now. One, I don't have all my stuff with me. Most of my collection is still in storage. I've got kids, which that's really not that big of a deal. In fact, if anything, it makes me sad that I can't set up my gaming stuff for my oldest son to mess around with. I do have a single cat that will chew through wires, any wires, doesn't matter what kind of wires, and hiding essential wires like your AV stuff. That's not really that big of a deal. Old systems use wired controllers, which let me tell you, that is a pain in the ass. Having to put the controllers up every time. I know that sounds ridiculous, but when you don't have the time to begin with, it's just like an extra hassle. And I'm not talking like, putting the toilet seat down level hassle. It actually is kind of a pain. If I could just leave my controllers plugged in and just grab whatever system I wanted to play and push a button, then that's cool. That's why going digital with a lot of my gaming lately is honestly a blessing. I like it, and it was always kind of a nerdy gamer dream of mine back when I was a kid. Being like, wow, imagine if you had a collection of 100 games at your fingertips. That's the click of a button you could change games. That'll never happen, and not to brag because it's more of an embarrassment, but my Steam collection is well over 900. A lot of which is garbage that came with some charity bundles. But obviously there's good stuff in there too. But just the fact that I have a collection of close to 1,000 digital games. At any time I can just push a button and oh, there I go, I'm playing Doom or Half-Life. For some reason I'm stuck on first-person shooters. I'm thinking of PC first-person shooters. Deus Ex. But I'm thinking of old ones. That's even worse. Ooh, I want that. I want that, I want that. Mole, get out of my face. Boom. This is gonna hurt. These bombs blow through everything. Nothing stops them. Well, except for the mine carts, apparently. Oh, shoot. That was a waste. Wee, zoom. Oh, shoot. Oh. That's so sad. Turns into a fried egg. Alright, I'm done. I do like how you don't have to kill every enemy to progress. That's nice. That does make it significantly easier than, excuse me, Bomberman 93. There we go. Ooh. Jeez. Oh, good. Ah, things are going to get really out of hand. Whoa. Let's see that. Jeez, this is ridiculous. So overpowered. There. Oh, what a rant that was. Look. You know, only on Mecha Taco will you go from, you know, the in-depth discussion of video game butts to video game collecting. Oh, geez, now I'm like totally invincible here. Let's run over these guys. Splat. Yeah. It's fun. Oh, I love this. Wow, look at that. That is some... It's a beautiful parallax going on there. I mean, you pause it, it's all, digitized, but in motion, it really is pretty. Look at that. Not to mention when that enemy is scaled out, he looks nice. It's a good-looking game. It really is. One of these days, I'm going to hit him. Like the Mount Rushmore in the background. There we go. That should hit him. Come on. Splat. Oh, come on. That totally should have hit him. There you go. So, a while ago, when we had played no, whoa, oh, dang it, me. That sucked. When we had played Sailor Moon, I was lamenting the fact that I've never really invested any real time in a Sailor Moon. I mean, as I said before, I've seen the ending series, the ending of the TV series, and I've seen the live action, and I mean, I have put time into it, but not. I don't know. I don't consider it real time if I haven't actually sat down and watched the TV series from the start. We've started to, my wife and I. Now, she's a huge Sailor Moon fan, and she has seen it from the start. I have not. And where was I going with this? We're like, how far are we? I think we're only like 4 episodes in, and it's everything I was hoping it would be and more. It is a 90s TV series adaptation of a manga, so it has tons of filler. And this, even 4 episodes in, has filler, but it's great. It's charming. It's ridiculous. It's actually hilarious. Sit there and make snide comments of what's going on. For example, the last episode I saw, the current villain, his name is Jadeite, and he always comes up with these overly complicated plans to steal souls or energy or something, human energy, and I mean they're ridiculous plans. They really are. But he comes up with one basically. Under the guise of a gym instructor, that he will help you get thin. And here's the whole episode is focused on how Usagi thinks she's fat. Now, I mean, if you're unfamiliar with Sailor Moon, I mean, it really helped popularize the whole absurdly thin, absurdly long-legged character design. There's nothing even remotely. She has no meat on her, but the whole time she's just lamenting how fat she is and how terrible she is, and it's a fascinating episode. It really is. It is an episode that would not air nowadays. Because the message is very wrong. I mean, well, like for instance, Jadeite criticizes the women, and it's only women who are interested in losing weight, criticizes the women for wanting to lose weight because they're so vain, and stupid. Stupid. Let's not forget stupid. Stupid's very important. Um, so you could take the message being like, yeah, don't be worried about your weight. That's that is stupid. Um, but that's it's not really. By the end of the episode, Usagi is still upset that she's put on weight. Um, and even the characters that are like, you don't need to lose weight. They always followed up with, I like the pudgy look. Which again, implying that Usagi has any sort of weight on her to begin with. It's just absurd. It's, I adore it. Because it's funny. And then you have characters like Tuxedo Common, who shows up, throws a rose. Sometimes he'll say something. Other times he'll just laugh and run away. Like, haha! Thunk. It's fabulous. It really is. It's a lot of fun. There are definitely a lot of moments that are genuinely funny too. It's not just like, haha, look at this old thing. It definitely has some genuine. Oh, I got stuck in a trap. That's what that is. It definitely has some genuinely funny moments. Yeah. Possibly. Whoa, what is going on? Possibly, again, talking about the diet episode. Luna, who is this, this magic cat who helped basically create Sailor Moon. Generally the voice of reason. Usagi is again just saying how fat she is, and Luna ends up drawing a picture of Usagi in 6 months, and it's this fat Usagi. It's just like she's very happy about it. She's very proud of being cruel. The very second episode had I can't remember the kid's name, Umino or something like that. This super nerdy kid. He gets possessed. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Before he gets possessed, he's trying to figure out a way to ask Usagi out, right? And their mutual friend is there, and she's trying to encourage him, and by giving him ideas, and at some point he just comes to the conclusion that, maybe if the direct approach isn't going to work, maybe I should just attack her from behind. Which is like some Yusaku Godai level thinking. Oh shoot, get away from that. Oh no. Oh man, I keep blowing up the bridges. What a low opinion the writers have of young men. Just assume that is normal thinking. And it's played off as like a ha-ha cute joke. And again, nowadays it'd be like, Jesus, that's sexual assault. That's not a joke. but you got to put it in period context. You know, same with the dieting thing. You know, you could criticize it, and you would be right to do so. But at the same time, you know, it's, you know, Sailor Moon anime from the early '90s. You know, times have changed, and many of us accept that. These traps suck. I don't like those traps. But I like it. I'm really enjoying Sailor Moon, which is it's nice. It's nice to have a TV series you can get back into. Now, it's kind of a strange stage. A boss? It is a boss. Oh, jeez. That was close. Oh, it's Angry Birds. Oh shoot, get out of there. Ah, oh, I lost my... Man. Oh. Had him. Oh, man, I got 8 lives. Oh, shoot. My bombs are still awesome. They're just not as awesome as they were. Shoot, get out of there. Nice. That's a short stage. Whee! Yeah, so there's your graphic glitch there. There's supposed to be something there. That's fine. I think we can cope. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So it hasn't ended. So that was like a sub-boss. We just caused the Ice Age. There you go. Oh, nice. I I missed the one power-up that would blow through all of the blocks. That was pretty amazing. Of course, look at the range of these bombs right now. This is madness. Oh good, I got more. Ah, nice. Oh good. Let's make the bomb even bigger. That's insane. Let's save it. I'm gonna save it to file. Yes. Excuse me. Oh, but what I was saying is I like having a series I can just sit down and watch again. You know, a lot of modern series, you know, obviously are, you know, kind of story focused, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And Sailor Moon obviously is story focused, but you know, it's got several hundred episodes to tell that story, so it's not in any big rush. And while yeah, you could consider a lot of it filler and Monster of the Day, it has the charm and the insanity to make it work. You know, to me, it's like why the difference between, you know, filler in a series like Sailor Moon and filler in a series like One Piece. You know, One Piece, you do have a oh, you bastard. That guy's tough. There you go. You do have a constant story, and whoa, that was close. And filler interrupts that. And the filler that's there is usually, you know, not single episode. It's like an arc, a little mini arc, and those are typically not very good. There are some exceptions, you know. I remember the one that I actually did like to an extent. Now it's been a while, so I don't remember much about it. Was just after Skypiea, where they land the Going Merry smack in the middle of like this marine base, and I remember actually being kind of disappointed that that wasn't in the manga, because I was like, that is a great continuation right there. That's beautiful. That one I remember not minding, but like a lot of the others, I'm just like, I don't really care. This has nothing to do with the main plot, you know, or the main story. This isn't continuing anybody's. This isn't answering any of the mysteries that I care about. So, I don't know. As I said, it's nice just to have a series where you don't have to worry about that. It's just sit down and watch it and have fun. Oh, that guy is... Got him. Thank you. Was close. Boom. Sorry, no pun intended there. meat. So, speaking of One Piece, it's one of the reasons I stopped watching the One Piece TV series. It got to the point where the filler was just too much for even me. And it wasn't even so much the filler; it was the pacing. The pacing was terrible. You'd have like this. Oh, crap. This super long, like 3 to 4 minute opening title sequence, which wasn't very good. And then you'd get, excuse me, the premise of the show, and then like a good 5 minute, the story up till now. Which, yeah, it got old. I know you're stretching each chapter into a single episode, and it surprises me that they can't do it any better than that. I've seen them do it better than that, but yeah, I don't know who the current directors are, but I'm not impressed. Now, that being said, I still really like the series. I'm an avid reader of the comic. Follow that weekly, provided it's available weekly. I don't follow many manga. In fact, that's pretty much it. So it hurts when it's like, oh, One Piece is taking a break next week. Oh, crap. Why? Why must you take a break? Why, Oda? Come on, you worked this long. You've worked basically 20 years on this thing. Let's keep going. Don't slow down. Alright, I heard the exit. There it is. Sorry, guys. Just seeing their sad little faces like, aw, why'd you break our snowman? Alright, off we go. Oh. Okay, I'll be careful. Bye. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, that is weird. Seriously, I'm freaking out. Wow, jeez. Whoa. That was close. Oh, I'm so glad I have the time bombs. Shoot. Ah, where's my bombs? God, this guy is crazy. Just can't get over how just he just looks mad. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's gonna suck, yeah. Yeah, you know, I was kind of mocking, Bomberman R last night, and yeah, well deserved. Sorry. Effort actually, effort did go into making Bomberman R. I have no doubt, but I don't know. Compared to this, and you're just like, eh. It looks like an Xbox arcade title. All right, I have no idea where we are, as far as like how far in the game, we're progressing. Stage 5. Why don't we save it here at stage 5? Jeez, I just realized I've had this game for ages, and I can't believe I've never actually gotten this far in it before. That's insane. Whoa. Why is that? Why haven't I ever played this game to completion before? Again, that's one of the reasons we're doing Mega Taco. Is to complete games like that. Look at the detail down there. It's very high resolution textures. Very nice. Of course, everything up here looks kind of scaled. That was close. Look at the length of that bomb. Let's see. Let's test it out. You ready? That's a pretty massive bomb. It's close. I guess there's no killing that thing. Okay, I was supposed to save it. Why am I still playing? It's late. It's late. I've got things to do. Let's save it. Well, this episode went better than... Whoa! Nice. See? Nice little technique there. I like that. Saving it. And you know what? Since we can, we will save the state as well. Alright. And we will call that. We will call that for tonight. Alright. So, that's it for tonight with Saturn Bomberman. Still very enjoyable. Extremely enjoyable. It's funny because it's easier than Bomberman 93, I'd say so far. The bosses are cool. They too are definitely a hell of a lot easier. So on a 90s Bomberman scale, it's I'd say it ranks a little lower than 93. But I mean, the production value is fantastic. It's a fun looking game. It's a fun sounding game, and it's classic Bomberman. So I'm really digging it. So That's all I got for you tonight. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. I haven't coughed that much this evening, so yay. Go me. Tomorrow we will continue this. I'm very happy with the Yabuse emulator. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't even know what it stands for. But it's very good so far. With a strictly 2D game. So, good for that. Good night, folks.